Craig Dubb says, I want to publicly thank Chris for not only supporting the suffering MMTLP community, but giving us full access to his contacts in Washington. He's a man of the people. 100 plus congressmen have signed on.
Yes, I'll actually talk about that. So that came up for a minute. So, you hear a lot about the stock market manipulation that happened with AMC and with GameStop. Well, the one that has the evidence, the one that would be the smoking gun, if you will, is MMTLP. So this is a dividend stock who went on the OTC and traded for a little while against the company's will, and then eventually was to be, by FINRA, announced on December 6, 2022, that on December 12th, it was going to stop trading and go private again. Okay, well, then on the 7th, OTC, the vice president of OTC, backs up that same thing, saying you got to December 12th, sell your shares, get your money out. Okay, then on December 8th, FINRA again backs up that same statement. December 12th, it will go off being publicly traded. Then all these people, 65,000 shareholders, wake up on December 9th with the trade halted and all their money gone. And we have reached out to members of Congress. Congressman Mooney here in West Virginia has been a big help with this. I helped with 15 of these 100 signatures personally. So we have about 25% of Congress demanding answers, wanting FINRA to release a share count here, just to audit this thing. And, we talk about having free and fair markets. Well, how about a free and fair stock market where everyday people like us can invest their way to our American dream without these hedge funds doing naked shorting and getting the regulatory agencies to do these unfair halts, taking your money. It's robbery. It's Robin Hood in reverse.
Yep. How did you get interested in this or learn about it?
I actually learned about it through Twitter. I was running for office. Some people reached out to me. I always try to help people where I can. People reach out to me about an issue. I always try to research it and try to help as many people as I can. Wasn't even elected to office yet. I'm not even sworn in technically yet. And, I see an opportunity to make a difference. And, I have, through helping President Trump's campaigns and the Tea Party movement, I know some people in D.C. So, when people presented me with an issue, I started calling these congressmen like, hey, have you heard about this? And they're like, no. So then I get, some people like Drew Diligence is what he goes on Twitter. His name's Drew. He said, give me some evidence. Let's get some stuff together. Let's start having some, phone calls, some Zoom calls with some of these congressmen, Sessions and Mooney and Eli Crane and Matt Gaetz. Some others have been very vocal on this, and it's becoming a bipartisan issue. And it's actually, gives you a little bit of glimmer of hope. We talk about the two-party system and how they're at odds with each other. It's amazing, the 100 members of Congress we have, it's not all one party. So, it does give you a little bit of glimmer of hope that you see a little bit of bipartisanship going on. But, we're 18 months into this and it's not been resolved. And we have to resolve this stuff so we can, have free and fair stock markets, because it is the amount of money that's been stolen from these people and the amount of suffering they've been through. It's inexcusable. This is so unconstitutional on so many levels.
It's very cool that you took that on.
The problems with MMTLP stock have been ongoing for well over 500 days. Yes, over 500 days. I want to echo what Chris mentioned in saying that this is a bipartisan issue. This has nothing to do with politics. It has everything to do with individual investors standing up together for a free, fair, and transparent stock market. The situation with MMTLP is like someone being told that their bank account is going to be closed on December 12th, but then suddenly it's closed 3 days early on December 9th, and they can't get their money out. Absolutely insane. And what's even more insane is that individual investors have essentially been met with silence from regulators when they ask regulators for answers to simple, straightforward questions. If you are an investor in MMTLP, you deserve answers, plain and simple. If you've watched this channel for a while, you know that I mainly speak about the issues surrounding GameStop and AMC. But ultimately, the problems that plague these stocks go far beyond just these stocks. The problems that plague these companies and their stocks affect thousands of publicly traded companies every single day. I'm tired of hedge funds, market makers, and institutions running amok robbing individual investors in broad daylight, and regulators do absolutely nothing about it. And whenever regulators actually do something, all they do is collect a small fine that is so minuscule that it's nothing more than a slap on the wrist and a cost of doing business for the entities who committed the crime. This needs to change. The U.S. financial markets are not free, they are not fair, they are not efficient, and they are not transparent. That's why I say the same thing at the end of each video, because these are straightforward, specific changes that individual investors want to see in the financial markets. Feel free to share this part of the video with your representatives in Congress. What individual investors want is simple, and nothing we're advocating for is beyond the realm of reason. Individual investors want a free, fair, and transparent stock market. We want large institutions to be held accountable for their actions. We want individual investors to have access to the same real-time data from exchanges' better private feeds, which is currently only available to the large firms on Wall Street. We want short sale data to be reported in real time. We want an end to excessive amounts of failures to deliver, and we want entities who fail to deliver on their obligations to be held accountable. We want an end to payment for order flow due to the insane conflicts of interest it creates. There's a reason why so many other countries have already banned it. We want the exchanges to be not-for-profit utilities as they once were. The exchanges becoming for-profit ventures has created so many conflicts of interest at the expense of individual investors. We want increased competition among market makers, and we want all of individual investors' orders to be routed directly to lit transparent exchanges rather than opaque alternative trading systems known as dark pools. Ultimately, it's simple. What we want is a stock market that offers a truly level playing field for all investors. Please leave a like on this video so more people will see it. And while you're down there, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.